Hey guys, Nubs good today, and Dragon Ball Legends dropped video and stuff number 12, and honestly it was a very interesting one. We got information on a new character coming out, information on the new game mode coming out, when it's gonna come out, and honestly I'm very excited to go over this. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first segment they talk about how they're gonna release the 1000 day anniversary campaign, which honestly we've all been expecting. It's been in the media quite a lot from all the big YouTubers. A lot of our community based fans have just been howling about how it's gonna be released soon, and we've had the pre-anniversary campaign login bonus, so we all knew it was gonna come soon, and it's starting now. So here's the information on it. So first of all, they're gonna release a champion bonus. 1000 is coming. So rather than the usual champion bonus where we only get 500 chrono crystals, this one we're going to get 1000, which makes sense for the occasion. 1000 day celebration, 1000 chrono crystals, it just makes sense. So I'm glad they made it 1000, and that's something to look forward to. A free 1000 chrono crystals where you can get 50 each day, or probably 100 each day, so that's going to be nice. The next thing they spoke about is how the Ultra Space Time Rush is going to be tweaked. So we all knew that the Ultra Space Time Rush was going to get tweaked on the 28th of February, I believe. Yeah, this month it's going to be done. And as you can see here, it says Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush, which it's kind of interesting to see what they're going to kind of tackle on. As they said in the video, they were just like, we're going to be changing up the rewards and stuff, but some of the rewards are just going to be in like different areas, like maybe not all in the rush medal and stuff like that. Some might be in like maybe the rare medals or Z medals, or maybe they might introduce a new one altogether for it, who knows. But that's something to look forward to. And the way to like gain the tickets and whatnot, I think it's going to be a similar system to before, where you'd have to play the 5 modes of rushes, and there'll be like a certain amount where the first one has 1, the second one has 3, stuff like that. We'll find out more information on that when it comes out in the next week or so. But yeah, it looks interesting, and the fact that it says Zenkai as well, it seems like it's going to be more based on like there's going to be quite a lot of Zenkai units in there that you try to get to 7 stars, so you can Zenkai them in the future and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to see what happens with this, and hopefully it's something more interesting for us to do rather than the same thing over and over again. But yeah, that's the new Ultra Space Time Rush information. Okay, moving on to the next segment, they started talking about the update info that came to Legends, and honestly it was a very interesting update one. So they introduced a new game mode called Tournament of Power, which, if you ask me, that's a pretty cool name for a game mode, because as you can remember from the latest Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Super, one of the main arcs for it was the Tournament of Power, which was a pretty big arc if you ask me, and to have a game mode named after it is pretty cool. This game mode looks really fun, to be honest, and kind of interesting, because it's going to be a PvE game mode where it's a turn-based system. You go up against all the AI, you go across a map, take out everyone, take out the big boss at the end, and then get rewards for it. So for the first one, you'll have a 3x3 like formation where you can play 6 of your characters, and honestly it's going to be kind of interesting how you like utilize these 9 spaces with the 6 characters that you bring along, because if you think about it, there's going to be a bunch of units that you'll like go up against, a bunch of teams you'll go up against, and there'll probably be certain formations that benefit you more than others. And as you can see here, there's going to be certain characters that give you boosts like during each season, so that's going to be something to utilize to get more points and stuff when you play this game mode. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, this game mode, it seems like, and a lot of strategy will be needed to use into it. So here we can see like the first phase sort of thing, where we are just moving along the map. There's like certain spots where I think once you land on them it activates and you get like more damage. You swap out your character, maybe it looks like you get health on the character you're on, stuff like that. And you can see like there's 3 opponents that you're able to come across, and honestly that looks interesting, because they said that the teams will be based on teams that we've made as the player base. So rather than the Dragon Ball Legends teams just making these basic teams and stuff all like the same, they could make interesting teams themselves, but bringing our teams into it makes it a bit more interesting and a bit more exciting, because rather than coming across like, okay, we're just gonna put this team out here and that's gonna be the team you go up against over and over again, it's gonna be hopefully new teams that we come across over and over again, which are our teams that we've made that we bring into this game mode. So that seems really interesting and I'm looking forward to trying that out. So here's some information about it, where you can restore health on event spaces, so pick your route carefully. That's nice to know. If you lose a battle, which will be pretty painful if you do, you move back 2 spaces and the event space you land on will not activate. However, the health will be restored, and that's something nice to have when working towards the final boss that we have to take on. Honestly, it looks kind of interesting. So if you see on the picture, it says like TP 10 out of 10, which I'm guessing is maybe how many turns you have to like complete it. There's like the points you have, there's like in Japanese it says like off there and like on there, so I don't know what that means. Maybe it's like saying how you could have like the amount of, there's like, as you can see on like each spot, there's like these 2 out of 5 things. Maybe you could turn those off and on, who knows. But for now it looks interesting, the first phase of it, and let's move on to the second phase. So the second phase, I think, is like where you start battling against your opponents, and as you can see there's like layout bonuses. So you could have like health in the top left, health in the bottom middle, the upgrade special move in like the middle, and the more damage inflicted in like some other spaces. And I guess you make your team so you can form like different places where your team can be. So as you can see on the right hand side, there's the 3x3 grid where you can see the top 2 rightmost spaces are blue, the left on the second row is the upgrade special move, and the bottom rightmost spaces are green. So I'm guessing if you place characters in there, like 2 characters will do more damage, 2 characters will have more health restoration, and another character will have more special moves. So it's things like these little layout bonuses and where you place certain characters will affect how you do against the opponents you're facing, and will hopefully make life a lot easier, or can make life a lot more difficult depending on like how you formed it. Because I like to see how the formation impacts like the gameplay overall, because there has to be something for it, because other than that, why would they just make it so it's just beneficial, you'll just get upgrades over and over again, whereas maybe it's just you get an upgrade and your opponents could have an upgrade as well upon the space they move. But yeah, it's a very interesting concept they have here, and I'm looking forward to when it comes out. I'll definitely be trying this out and showing you guys how it is. Okay, so as we all could tell, this new game mode means new rewards for completing the game mode and getting like a ranking system similar to PvP, where the better you do, the better your rewards you'll get. And it'll probably be maybe similar to the top 10,000, top 20,000 reward system in PvP, where top 20,000 will give you a decent amount, top 15,000 will give you better rewards, top 10,000 you'll get like crystals and a lot of better rewards than you would top 20,000, and so on and so forth. So I'm looking forward to the reward system you get from that. It'll probably be like a certain like level you need to get to, maybe similar to the rank 50, battle rank 50 in PvP, whereas this one's like you have to get like level 10 in the Tournament of Power and take out the boss, or something like that. It's gonna be released in spring, so we'll find more information on that. And yeah, that's all the information for Tournament of Power. Tell me what your thoughts on this new game mode is. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited? Do you want it to run a certain way? Do you not want it to run a certain way? Who knows? It's all up to you, and hopefully you have some interesting thoughts on it, because I definitely do, and we'll be discussing it more when it comes out. Here you have like the battle system where it's automatically turn-based. So as you can see on the left-hand side, you see the battle formation you have. There's like a main ability being used, which will probably be utilized in a certain way, who knows. But as you can see, the two opponents are like on the grid as well, and honestly I am kind of perplexed to see how this is working, because I have no clue. Maybe like if our formation like gets matched up against theirs, people that are on the same square compete with each other, whereas the others like take on the other ones that are on squares, stuff like that. But who knows, it seems very interesting, because you can see like the people at the bottom of the screen, there's like certain units, or you have like your units and then their units, so you go first, then them, and so on and so forth. Maybe it's the people at the top of the grid go first, and then the further along you get, the further along your characters are used, and so forth. So it'll be interesting to find out how that's handled. It's automatic. I don't know whether we are the ones fighting, or if it's like similar to the auto system that's used in like when you use events and you click the auto button, stuff like that. But that, I'm pretty sure it's like that, who knows. But we'll look forward to it when it comes out. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the information we got for the tournament power, and honestly I'm very excited for it. So I'm looking forward to this, and look forward to me making content on this in the future. So the last segment they went on to was the Legends news. The first thing they spoke about is how on March 7th the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour is going to be released, and it's going to be I'm pretty sure certain characters from like worldwide players are going to compete during this event with certain rules, and Toshi and the other Legends producers will like work together, or they'll not work together and take on these players with certain rules and stuff. So it's honestly interesting to see what's going to happen there. It might be interesting to see how they do see the characters released, because there is quite a lot of hints to the future Zenkais and whatnot that's coming, and it's honestly interesting because last night Legends released information on the new Zenkai coming to the game, which is the Zenkai Metal Cooler, which honestly I did make a video on Metal Cooler not too long ago, so I'll probably put a link to that in the description if you want to check that out to see how he does before his Zenkai arrives, because honestly I'm gonna Zenkai him when he releases tomorrow, and I'll have a showcase on that, so I look forward to that tomorrow. But yeah, that's all the information for the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour we had. And moving on to the last part of the video, which is honestly a hype one as well. We're getting a new legendary Super Saiyan Broly from one of the movies, which is honestly very cool, the design he has, because this Broly is honestly the one I like more compared to the Dragon Ball Super Broly. I don't know, he just hits different in my eyes, and he seems like he's gonna be an amazing character. If you didn't see the video and stuff, the link will be in the description, so check it out as well, because there's a little preview on it. They don't show like the voices and whatnot, but they show some actions he does, his special move or his ultimate move or something like that. And honestly he seems good, so I'm pretty sure like every time he uses a strike move he gets more damage going. He has a cover cut for strike attack, and he's a powerful opponent's buffer, so for powerful opponents he'll increase their max base health, which is the first unit to have that Z ability. So it seems like we're gonna get two new units that are for powerful opponents. We're gonna get this Broly, and we're gonna get the transforming Demon King Piccolo that was released in the V-Jump scans, which has been in the media for quite a while now. So that's something to look forward to. And other than that, that was all the information that the video and stuff gave. Honestly, a lot of interesting things. The new game mode coming to the game is really cool. The new character coming, the new campaign for the 1000 day celebration is happening. Pretty much I'm sure it's gonna start tomorrow most likely, and it's gonna occur over the next month or so. So look forward to all the content coming over the next month. Hopefully there's a lot of interesting and hopefully this new game mode comes out soon. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more in the future, subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.